Namaste, Sunshine family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you are well and you are rested, and so are your families. Thank you so much, family, for your support. I am grateful to my A1s who are my day ones, to the Soul Tribe family as a whole. I am grateful. To the new family members, welcome. Real quick disclosure, y'all. Sometimes I come in hot and sometimes not. What that means is I do cuss, I do curse, I do speak the truth, and I call out names when guided too. Hopefully, you can vibe like that. And if you can, allow me to be the first to welcome you. I am both light and dark energy, okay? Yin and Yang energy is here. Flip the roles as you see fit. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. Do not try to make it your story if it does not fit, okay? All right. And I used to actually say, don't try to make it your script if the shoe don't fit. Seriously, family, okay? But for all of your likes, your shares, your subscribes, hitting your notification bell, tapping into the messages, I am grateful. Okay. So let's get into this energy, family. At this time, Divine, I ask that you provide us with protection during this read all reads and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you strike it down and cut it down as we too strike it down and cut it down, shielding it from our minds, bodies, and souls and vessels, clearing it, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe, and thank you. Let me see. Hmm. All right. Divine, what are the messages that you have for the beloved Soul Tribe family, the collective, crosswatchers, karmics today? All right. So we have something here representing I heard, well, why do my messages? Something about world trade, okay? But then there's something about accomplishments and success as well. All right. Um, this is giving me a cycle as well with this ring. Okay, this ring. All right. I feel like there has something to do with the four pillars of the earth or four corners of the earth, something like four corners of the earth. Okay. But this has something to do with accomplishments represented by number three. Okay, y'all. Let me see. We might just do it like this tonight. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. All right. And then we have, I feel like something right here. Um, with the world and the four of swords. Some sort of period is here. Tell me why the world and the four of swords is here. There's this. Okay, let me see. Tell me, Spirit, please and thank you. Why is the world and the four of swords here? Mhm. Yep. Okay. That makes sense. There is a reckoning or a period of time where now truths will be spoken. Clarity is here. Something about intelligence. Okay. I don't know if this is pertaining to intelligence as far as possibly central intelligence or just the intelligence of a queen of swords. Mhm. A Queen of Swords has put something to rest within the world with some and in an intellectual way. Okay. All right. Yeah. And what they put to rest in an intellectual way is going to be maybe there was a time. Okay. I'm feeling like there was a time in this Queen of Swords life where she could have been battling a bunch of things within the world. And through her battles, and only take her resonate, Swords energy is out here. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Um, you could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 344 may be significant. 443 may be significant. You could be 34 or 44. Okay. We have 33 and 44 out here. Okay. 33 is a master number. 44 breaks down to 8, and 33 breaks down to 6. Hmm. And master numbers, they say, but okay. Yep, and that's the truth. Okay, so there was a Queen of Swords who had been through the world. Okay, I feel like you could have traveled the world. You could be somebody that has traveled to many different states, even countries. Okay, but it was something that it's something that you saw that maybe you wanted to put to rest, and you did it in an intellectual way. I'm also getting with this Knight of Cups here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, that there may have been someone that you met that may have offered you some sort of gesture of love, possibly even you may have felt this energy could have been idealistic for you. You may have seen yourself settling down with this energy and you felt those feelings very strongly. Okay. You may have saw yourself, possibly being able to finally rest with someone. This was someone that you felt like you could actually possibly grow with, something about their strength and their power you may have seen. Yeah. You're very adventurous. This with this fool out here, this is giving me very adventurous. You're also someone that believes in your intellectual truths and your faith. Okay, something about your intellectual truths and your faith. Okay, with this fool energy out here. Okay, I feel like this is giving me the energy that you walk with source. Okay, and you stand on business, but you also stand within your truths. Tell me more about the world and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, okay. There could have also been somebody here. Okay. I feel like maybe a King of Wands here with this Knight of Cups. There could have been a King of Wands offering you something, offering you some sort of mm, solace. Oh, so there was a King of Cups here offering some sort of solace. Interesting. Why am I hearing that? Hmm. So I don't know if you met someone on the other side of the globe, but this energy felt like an energy that you may have been able to, maybe they weren't from here. Maybe they weren't from where you are, I should say. But this energy provided you some sort of comfort. This was a comfort you felt like you could rest with. But then at the bottom of the deck, it also is this 10 of wands. And I feel like that 10 of wands, you may have felt like there could have been a burden. Either you could have been a burden or they could have been a burden, or there was something that was burdensome here. But you did find solace with this energy. And this was an energy that you felt like you could rest with. Maybe someone didn't feel like they had enough to offer someone. Maybe someone saw something as, wow, I feel like, this may have been an offer you would have wanted to extend, but it was just something about it. Maybe there were some complications, or maybe there was just a moment in time. I don't know why I feel like this is like a movie, like somebody went to Rome or Greece or something, or Italy, and met like someone that like really sparked them. Not like spark them, but there was like a spark here, okay? There was a spark here with a King of Wands. And this allowed somebody, I mean, I know you may, but they put you to rest. It was like you were comfortable, you were in solace with this energy. It was a very relaxing energy. It was one that you, I don't know who this message is for, that you, but somebody you could sleep around. I don't know where that came from, but maybe you have a problem with sleeping around people, okay? Or maybe you were uncomfortable for a period of time wherever you were, but this energy came in and provided you with some sort of rest or some sort of, comfort to where you could rest. There was a lot of, I don't know, I feel like this energy is kind of like, I'm getting possibly someone that was, there was an aura of power with them, maybe someone that was very strong. Um, Someone that, I feel, oh, why did I hear Dubai? Okay, I just heard Dubai. Maybe probably because of the crown here. Maybe there was somebody that had a crown, some sort of crown or a prince or something. There could have been a prince that put some things to rest or, got to the bottom of something when it came to some sort of burden. This could be happening now, but I feel like with the Ace of Swords and then the Queen of Swords, it feels like, yeah, truths were spoken. And this is somebody that is intellectually, um, I don't want to say that. I mean, they are very intelligent, but it's like, ooh, what is this is someone that is intellectual, savvy, witty, intelligent, but also has kind of like a playful side to them. And I feel like, it's almost giving me kind of like Romeo Juliet vibes. Like somebody wanted to offer someone a cup, but they didn't think that cup would be enough. But the spark was there. It was like the spark was there, the sun was there, the vitality, you know what I'm saying? Um, the glory, the kind of like the spark was there, but somebody didn't feel like that was gonna be enough. Or it wasn't that it was just like, they felt like they couldn't offer you something. They didn't have something to possibly offer you, being sun energy. Mm. And take that how it resonates. If you're, yeah, see this energy could have been younger than you too. See, you guys both have like a young energy. Like they're full of life and vitality, and so are you. And tell me more about this page besides them being somewhat okay. All right, that's what it. Oh, okay. Somebody's mama. It has something to do with somebody's mother. Somebody's mother was curious about you. Maybe that was the reason. Mhm. Somebody could have thought something was a go or something was set in stone or they were getting ready to possibly get, yeah, they were making plans, waiting to do something. There could have been a relationship here that was, getting ready to possibly flourish, maybe. Someone had met somebody. There's also some energy here where somebody put something to rest with the truth. Um, Behind somebody carrying burdens, okay? I'm also feeling the energy here of where, this romantic offer, though, with this King of Wands, I don't know if that's still on the shelf. I mean, not on the shelf. But I don't know if that's still an opportunity or if it has been placed on the shelf. But it looks like, someone is moving forward after maybe some sort of offer they didn't want or they didn't like or they didn't want to accept or they felt like it wasn't good enough, something like that. hmm And then someone became curious about this sun energy. Feels to me like, I don't know, it feels to me like somebody's like kind of in somebody's personal business when it comes to their relationships. They just don't want them being tied to anyone toxic, or they don't want them to get in any trouble, or they don't, it's something like that. Yeah. They didn't want somebody to, I don't know. I feel like somebody didn't want somebody to maybe leave home. Hmm? Why do I feel that energy? Yeah, they didn't want to break up something with someone. Someone didn't want somebody to leave home. They felt like them leaving home could be, could cause them to possibly carry burdens. Somebody here is really sheltered. Yeah, I cannot make it up. Somebody here is really sheltered. Mm. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like this is somebody that I pick it up on the energies where it's the kids don't have to move out type energy when they turn a certain age. That's what I'm getting. Hmm. And what is this world spirit with the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands? Yeah. Somebody, why were they concerned? Okay. There could have been a King of Wands out here concerned about somebody. There with this world card, I mean, somebody could have been concerned with someone's accomplishments. Yeah. Somebody could have been making a romantic offer here. Somebody could have been concerned about a romantic offer that somebody was going to make for someone. This romantic offer or whatever this was, it doesn't actually always have to be a romantic offer. It could just be an offer. Someone wanted to offer someone a cup. Someone's being looked at for wanting to offer someone a cup. There's a decision behind an offer when it comes to this King of Wands in this home or someone's stability. So a King of Wands is providing some sort of stability, or there's some sort of home here tied to a King of Wands, but this feels like somebody found stability within a King of Wands. Mm. Yeah, somebody could have taken a journey to put something to rest. Oh, this is giving me travels. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Mm. What's the Four of Swords in the journey? It feels like somebody could have traveled to put something to rest or taking a journey to put something to rest. And what it had to do with was somebody's past. So something about the path that someone took, the truths that someone spoke pertaining to the path that they took or pertaining to their experiences along their journey. Something about their truths being held in high honor. And then you had the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, somebody carried a lot of burdens and persevered through a lot. Mm, okay. I'm feeling power struggle energy here. I don't know why. Like somebody didn't want somebody coming and telling them something or something like that. But that's just a side note, side message. But that is a feeling I got. Huh? Tell me about this queen, because I feel like this is where that energy changed. Huh. Damn. I just got some of you guys here may you have international ties. Mm. Hmm. And you have international ties. There could be someone trying to come in between you and whatever ties you have overseas, whatever connections you have overseas, whatever relations you have overseas, something like that. And someone spoke their truth with this and intelligently. Okay, a lot of clarity here. Someone spoke their truth about an experience they may have had. Someone tried to put someone in jail. This energy often comes out. Someone made a false report on somebody type energy as well. I'm just hearing that too. Okay. What is this full energy, please and thank you? Main female with the Queen of Wands. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, somebody here, you were the main subject, okay? The main topic, the main subject was a feminine energy. Hmm. And someone could have saw a feminine energy as being foolish or tried to say that this energy was foolish, but I feel like this energy, and it's giving me someone with like those ages. I said you could even be in your 20s, okay? With this two sitting out here, literally 20, you could be within your 20s, okay? Somebody looked at someone out here as being foolish or a fool, something like that, okay? But that's not funny. Somebody said, yeah, that Queen of Wands saw somebody as a fool with it, or a Queen of Wands saw somebody as being a fool about something. Okay. Somebody could have went to jail and acted a plumb fool over something like, you know what? I should not be here type energy. How dare you put me in this situation type energy, right? And look, and then look, flip side. Somebody was in despair. Yeah, they were like, nah, this contemplation, okay. Somebody contemplated over their actions or contemplated over um something that was happening. Huh. Let me see. Let me where oh man. Shoot. I kind of want to get some clarity on this. Yeah. Somebody was contemplating over their actions, y'all, but not only that, it was like this whatever this action was, okay. I feel like since it wasn't successful, somebody, lost their motivation. Okay, did something, they lost their motivation. Or something took place where they just figured they wouldn't try again. Somebody could have been really like trying to get you caught up in something. Okay, literally. They could have been trying to get you caught up in something. Hmm. And it was a failed attempt. Mm. Somebody saw you as being too bright for their game. So now somebody wants to sit back and study you. And it's a Queen of Pentacles, a business savvy energy. Hmm. These people here. Oh, ooh, ooh, okay. Something about nosy people. That's all I heard. Yeah. Somebody, yeah. Ooh, you got both a mature man and a main male. So this mature man is the main male. They may be sitting back watching you. They could be 51. Okay. You have number 15 here, breaks down to six. You could be seeing 651, 615. Huh. But there's a mature man that's a main male here with this Queen of Wands. So this mature man that's the main male is the one who's curious about your family. Huh. Let me see. Yeah, they're curious about you. And so is this Queen of Wands. I mean, excuse me, this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Um, this mature man who's a main male may be even a liar. Really? Jeez. Don't nobody tell the truth no more. This is ridiculous. What they lying about? Damn. Maybe somebody, yeah, they was lying about something pertaining to their childhood. 18 out here breaks down to 9. I heard life path number 9, life path number 8. You could be a higher life path number 2. They are all tied to different things. I had to kind of let somebody know that the other day. I feel like I don't know, somebody could have been out here lying. They could have been listen, I don't know if you met someone and they were introduced to you as maybe a family member. They could have been a little closer than a family member. Maybe this energy, mm, someone was attracted to your vitality and your free spirit and your fearless energy. It was like you sparked something. They may have also saw you as being business savvy. This energy may have wanted to move in, but they may have had some false pretenses. There could be a child involved too. You may have a child, a young child. They could have had one, but they also could have had another energy around them as well. But there was a lot of chemistry between you and this person. Yeah, and that was a good message. You could have maybe even seen yourself being a family with this person. They may have been trying to stay in contact with you in secret and you were interested. But something about, yeah, that catfish energy's out here again. It's something now with this catfish energy, I'm feeling like you saw this person, but it was like what was represented to you was not like it wasn't their sister, it wasn't their brother, it wasn't their mom or their something like that. It was something else going on there. Okay? I don't know why I got sugar mama. And then I just saw queer fall over, so I don't know. Only you guys know what's happening in your life. Tell me more, spirit. hmm Cheating. Okay. I don't know if this person had somebody else, okay, and they could have been cheating, okay. You may never have seen this person, okay. You didn't even have to meet them overseas, but you could have, okay, or you could have traveled overseas. I'm getting that. I'm getting that London, Paris type energy. I'm also getting, Europe type energy. I guess Europe. Look, I know where I'm at. That's all I know, right? It is the don't get me started. I'm tired of that energy. Lord knows I am. So, anywho, back to the reading. I feel like there was somebody that you met and you guys did have some fire chemistry. Okay. You guys were into each other and everything. And it felt like you and this person could run away and disappear. Okay. And become a whole family. But there was something that was not being told to you or something that was being hidden or they lied about a child. Maybe the child you met was actually their child, not something else, or that child may not have been their child. It depends on how they were introduced to you for whomever this is resonating with. But they may have presented themselves as being a mature man and a main male, but something was false here, something they lied about, okay? They could have lied about a child, maybe a child that they have or don't have. Tell me more. And then with this cheating, I am feeling like, like I feel like somebody out here, had a child with them or and they were babysitting for their sister type energy. Or taking his niece and nephew. Oh, he's gonna bring his niece and nephew or something like that. I don't know. Mm, yeah. Somebody got benched, okay, for cheating. Somebody got benched for cheating. and you may have met this person's child, but they could have introduced them as something else, not a child, not their child, maybe a child of a relative. And because they were cheating, they got benched, and whatever spark they had, it left. I feel like this is somebody that kind of like plays on energy. Like, they see something that, it's like this is somebody that reads people. Hmm. Somebody saw something. Yeah. They saw you maybe longing for love or just wanting love in your life or, just being a loving person. They may have wanted to come in and commit, but they knew they couldn't because it's almost like something over here. I'm picking up the energy of someone that like, they're into whatever they're into for that moment until it served their purpose and then they move along. It was like somebody went through this before with this energy. Hmm. Somebody went through this before. Oops. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know if I'm picking up on someone that, like I said, oh, why did I hear that? Oh my goodness, there A Fall from Grace. That is a movie. It's called A Fall from Grace. It was like somebody took a fall from grace with this energy. And this energy is giving me like kind of, I don't want to say male gigolo energy, but they're very handsome. They're very attractive. They have the charisma that every woman wants. I told you I was picking up energies like princes from Dubai type looking mofo, and they're fine as hell. Okay. Lord. I don't even know if these men are princes, okay, but I know this one of my somebody I follow on Facebook, and it's hilarious because he does shorts and he's a man, but it's really funny because he's like, this is why you don't take your woman over here, and he'll bring up some gorgeous guy or something, and I'm just like, why are you over here with that? But okay, I'm gonna follow you because yeah, and that's the energy I got. Like this is somebody that may have someone else, okay, and that someone else they've cheated on, that person they've cheated on has benched them. Okay, this giving me like you sleep in the other room, I'll sleep over here. Like they don't sleep together energy. They've been benched. There's just no spark there anymore. This person is not having any more in physical contact, okay, with whomever they're with. But with that experiment coming out, I feel like I don't know if this is something they, maybe tried to meet you, maybe tried to hook up with you, maybe tried to make somebody a little jealous to see if, even though, you never know what goes through masculine energies, minds, right? I feel like the spark that was lost, it could have been something that was due to something they tried together, this couple, and, it didn't work out well. Put it like that. Three is a crowd type energy. Yeah, see, this was somebody that started out with that same energy of this person having so much chemistry and, you know, good feelings, good vibes, very warm, warm, comforting feeling. Yeah, it's like this person kind of starts out like that. Everybody's in a dream state with this energy. I don't know if this person could be somebody that is on social media that actually be like, let's just call him eye candy or her. Only take what resonates. Let's just say it's eye candy. Could be a masculine or feminine energy, but I am picking up really though, you guys on mature male energy. But flip the roles as you see fit, please and thank you. Okay. And then I look over and see divine masculine. Yeah, they had a crush on you. Yeah, they had a crush and a super like for you. They thought you were a perfect match. Okay, tell me more. Yep. I told you. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know what. Yeah. I don't know that I'm meant to be with only one person for the rest of my life. And that's what is going on. That is exactly what is going on. Hmm. All right. So, family, I'm going to leave that message here for you. Hopefully, it brings you some clarity, and we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for being here at this time, Divine. I ask that you uh, provide us with protection, but also keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect and good health in our lives and all the time. And for those that like to hear, in good wealth. Okay, Ashe. And thank you. Yeah. And after the shuffle, yeah, this could have been soulmate energy, y'all. Hmm. All right. So I'm going to go on and leave that here. I love you and the divine loves you. And you know what I love to say. Namaste.